banker. I work for a Swiss private bank here in Singapore. I'd like to thank Madhushree and the team Brand Talk for taking this initiative in getting the feedback from people from different walks of life on the current situation. The question you asked me is how am I and my family coping with the current situation? We're doing quite okay, honestly. It's always good to stay connected with your family and spend more time than usual, which was not possible until a few weeks ago. But now I think the situation is such that we are together and trying to sort of connect with each other once again in a more meaningful way. We're trying to do our bit in terms of staying safe, staying indoors, and to comply with the local rules so that we can put an end to this misery and this disease sooner than later. We all have a joint responsibility and duty to make sure that the disease doesn't spread, and we can only do that by staying indoors and staying safe. So I hope that everyone is doing their part in making sure that happens. Thanks. Well, the private banking business has been impacted by this lockdown, and I can think of at least two ways that the business has been impacted. Number one is the clients are in a bit of a panic situation right now, and they go into a shell and they don't want to trade. So obviously that has a clear and telling impact on the trading activity. Second of all, the clients are not in a mood to open new relationships, and our business actually thrives when you get new blood into the stream, or i.e. new clients on board. So that has become a bit of a challenge because the clients are grappling with their own situations currently with different banks, and they do not necessarily need to have another banking relationship. So on these two counts, yes, it has impacted the business due to this lockdown. And I believe as the situation comes more in control and the world gets a grip on the disease, things will start settling down, and hopefully the business will be able to pick up sooner than later. When it comes to investors and their response in the current situation, I'd like to segregate them into two specific categories. One would be those who are actually invested right now, and the others who are willing to or are planning to invest now. Let's tackle the investor category one. So the people who are invested already, they are in a bit of a shock right now. They really don't know what to do because the markets are in a very seesaw kind of movement right now. There are ups and there are downs, and there are sharper ups and sharper downs. So they are looking up to you for guidance, for some sort of hand-holding, and they're looking at you to help them navigate the current situation because they really don't know what to do and they don't know what to expect. They don't know how the situation is going to unfold in the next few weeks and quarters and so on with the data coming in. And the other category would be the investors who are yet to invest. They are looking up to professionals like us to give them direction on where to invest and whether this is the right time to invest or not, whether they should be putting their money to work right now. And how can they take advantage of the current situation and make the most of the current opportunities. So our job is twofold in that sense, in tackling these two different psyches and these two different subsets of investors and helping them take their investment decisions in the current market scenario. And that also is the exciting part in our job, I guess, because you have totally different and divergent views of investors in the current situation, and you have to really make a plan which is specifically tailor-made and suited to their requirement. Well, I don't think there will be too many changes in the client acquisition strategy coming out of this pandemic, because the nature of our job is such that you have to be present in front of your clients, especially when you're onboarding new relationships. There is no substitute to being in front of the clients for due diligence and other purposes. So to that extent, it'll pretty much remain the same. The world will still remain the same for people like us in private banking and wealth management. But yes, from a relationship management perspective, what this pandemic will have taught us is that you could still do some work by showing some reliance on technology through teleconferencing, through virtual presence and webinars and so on, in meeting your clients' needs on an ongoing basis. So to that effect, yes, you could use technology, but by and large, it's the world is still going to be the same for us coming out of this pandemic. The message that I'd like to give to my fellow colleagues in the private banking community and in financial markets specifically is that now is the time for us finance professionals to rise up to the occasion. Stay with your clients, stay close to them, interact with them as much as possible. I know the times are tough, and it's tougher for them because it's their hard-earned money which is at stake here. So they're looking up to us for guidance. They are looking up to us for giving them some sort of directions in how to navigate this crisis. So the more we interact with our clients, the better it is for them, the more comfort they draw from that. and the more it solidifies our relationships with them. So stay together, stay safe, stay healthy, stay indoor, and do the right thing.